Planting corn here today in 3 rows on, let's see, Monday, January the 21st, I think. Maybe it's the 22nd. 3 plants across and about 3 per meter. The beds are about 1 meter wide also. My friend in Belize, who is a corn farmer from Minnesota, has told me that here, with the temperatures we have, I should see plants break up out of the ground in about 5 to 7 days, and then mature corn in 4 months. On the advice of a friend of mine, we planted the corn seed 2 inches below the surface, and now what we're doing is going to fill the hole in with vertigrow, which is a mixture of fertilizer and potting soil both. I'm actually just a little bit late here for this crop. I probably should have gotten it planted somewhere around January 1st. The Mayans here in the Pueblo will plant their corn on June 1st, but that's because that's when the rainy season starts and they aren't able to water it without the rain. Since I have my own water, we can actually plant now, and this corn should be ready, let's see, February, March, April, May. This corn should be ready June 1st, and then we can harvest it and plant again on June 1st and get 2 crops a year from it. But that's because I have water and I can water it as needed. I watched an interesting video last night that I won't be able to do this year because, as you see, we're already planting. But in June, when I plant a second time, I'm going to experiment with 1 row, planting it a way I read about last night. A guy suggested taking bananas and just cutting them up, mashing them up actually, mashed bananas, and then taking a little piece of banana, about the size of a small marble, and take the time to press the corn seed into the banana and then drop the banana marble into the hole. So the seed itself is surrounded by this mashed up banana, which I guess would be, of course, high in potassium, and gives it kind of a little kickstart there to get up out of the ground. So I'm going to try that in June. It's too late this year, and I'm not going to do it on everything, but for comparison, I'm going to do 1 row with banana and 1 row just planted like we're doing right now, where we drop the seed in the ground and cover it with vertigrow. They say that even a broken clock is right twice a day, and I always appreciate when things come up that I call unintended consequences that are to my benefit. The fruit trees that you can see, I have about 120 of them. The bananas are really big. You can see them there in the background. But the citrus trees are probably about, I'd estimate maybe 130 centimeters tall, 1.3 meters. And most of them had 2 or 3 or 4 pieces of fruit on them already. But I have intentionally kept them pruned. In fact, I think I've pruned all of them 3 times so far since I planted them last July. And I'm intentionally keeping them down right now to about the height they are and trying to build the root system underground. I'm really not striving to get fruit off of them quick. I'm perfectly content to wait maybe 3 years. But if I can keep them pruned where the trees not needing so much nutrients up on top. I've read that I can build their root system stronger down below. Each of them were planted in a hole that was about 1 meter cubed. So they have lots of room for the roots to spread out. And if I can get the root system good, then the tree ought to grow up good and healthy. So right now, the unintended consequence is you can see we're planting the corn in between the citrus trees where the rows are. So when it gets hotter in April and May, the corn will be able to give the trees a little bit of shade, not full shade, but enough shade that it'll take some stress off of them during the hot season until we can get back down to the cooler time in September, October.